Hey there, and welcome back to Daily Challenges, an educational monster train series where we try to push score on the daily leaderboards. I don't really have terribly much to offer about this one besides that it's very strange. We get to start with Dante. Awesome, right? That's great. I love Dante. This is a weird clan combo for it. We have default Penumbra, so Umbra with Shade Splitters, and Frozen Lance. Now, of course you could do a lot of things with Dante. You could put incants in him. If he gets quick, I think it kind of solves itself, but this is not very fast, is the problem. We're seeing a lot of 69k scores, nice. Things in that range, which means we're not getting super pre-relentless kills on everything, right? So that means we're not seeing the spell weakness lines that we've been usually coming to rely on for Stygian. Otherwise, I think we would be seeing 80Ks. We also see Permadeath and Wand of Cure Light Wounds. Cure Light Wounds, whatever. Alright. After combat, you heal everything 5 health. This is a super non effect, essentially. This would be cool if we had Awoken with some Hollow synergy, but we don't. Otherwise, it's kind of just like, alright, great. Permadeath, however, is interesting. We're going to use this to cut all of our trained stewards. And I don't really think we're gonna play a lot in the form of like Penumbra. Like he's not gonna matter terribly much. I'm gonna look for Architect. If I don't see it, okay, I slap him on a lower floor. Great. My upper floors are gonna basically be build your own Dante floors, essentially. Now, unfortunately, Dante's comedy does not give you his cloak, which is, in my opinion, a mistake. But that is unfortunate. We don't see any big plays here from that perspective, but we at least get Dante himself. Dante's also weaker in Covenant 1 than Covenant 25 because you don't have the deadweights. Kind of funny how that works out, but true all the same. Let's see. Anything else I really want to call attention to here? Not really. I think that's it. There's not much really else to add here. Nothing terribly crazy about it. It's going to be an interesting run, though, so fair enough. Our previous run was a number 8 finish, which was pretty alright. We had a Galaxy Brain Fade plays in order to keep her afloat, built up Duality Spell Weakness plays for some pre-relentless shots at Divinity and Patient. I just mentioned the Spell Weakness line. I think card draw order and a lot of other nuances can dictate whether or not you get higher scores based on like pre-relentless kills, when you can get those kills. It was very finicky though. We had a one-track train and a single upgrade slot, which meant that there simply wasn't a lot to work with. I think we ended up replaying specific combat a number of times to try to squeeze out pre-relentless kills and things. But that's the nature of the spell weakness lines, right? They're very flimsy, and they can get there, but if you're just trying to push score, that's how you do it. So that's pretty much it as far as that is concerned. It's very different than Covenant 25 gameplay, where you can't really rely on those spell weakness lines because they're just not that consistent. You have too many cards in your deck in order to make them work, and even if you can connect the dots, they're so risky along the way, you just potentially just lose against one of the earlier combats. So a little bit odd, but all good. I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's see what Dante's got for us today, right? This should be a fun one, no matter how it goes. I think we should be able to pull 60-something K scores. We probably won't hit the 69K, because that's pretty fast, but it's going to be pretty easy, I imagine, right? I mean, Dante is very strong, and we have a clan combo that supports it, so should be okay. All it takes is like an incant line. Any of the incanting sirens are good. But yeah. Man, this is such a small deck. It's so bizarre. It's so weird seeing this after playing Monster Train and Covenant 25 so much. But anyway, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing okay. Nothing too crazy to report. Hopefully, very looking forward to a lot of recording this weekend. Very looking forward to. Well, anyway, I'm having fun with Monster Train. Been having a lot of good times playing it. Been playing it a lot in mobile as well. I've got a very silly strategy set up for that. Basically, I play 30-minute runs, and my purpose is if the run runs any longer than 30 minutes, then I've lost, right? And I top right. or I abandon the run. So my goal is to go super fast. And it's fun and very challenging because you can't really look ahead. You don't have the time for that. You need to spend all your time navigating the combats and choosing what you're going to upgrade and things like that. So I blitz very fast. I don't even look at my champion, don't look at anything, don't look ahead, and I lose a lot more as a result. I'm currently on, I think, a 10 win streak, and I have just simply gotten smashed multiple times because I'm just, I don't notice that I have Diligent or something, and I've removed half my spells, and I'm like, all right, well, go me, I guess. I'm going so fast that I'm missing those details. It's very interesting. I think it's indicative of a lot of players where they're just like, click cards, right? It's great. And then your win streaks suffer as a result. But it makes sense. Anyway, as before, we are default Umbra, default Stygian. It's fine. It's a decent enough clan combo. We have Dante. It's great. We're facing Dazed Talos, Ragefell, and Diligent Seraph with Space Prism, Crystallis, Crucible Extension. A lot of space increases here. Unnecessary, but alright, fair enough. Dante's Comedy, Permadeath, Wand of Cure Light Wounds. Sure, why not? Why not? Alright, temples today are 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8. 5 temples. Keep in mind that we will take every single Pact Shard the game allows me. So these Trained Stewards need to not get permadeathed too early because I need them in order to get the Pact Shards, right? That's an important nuance of this run. We will still permadeath them. It's a free removal in the end, but we will have to wait a little bit. That may influence how we play these early combats. Alright, otherwise we have, like I said, the temples all aligned like that. We have a removal dupe on steel side on 8. Excellent, we'll take it. Another removal dupe with a cave on 7. Competes with a random magic shop with some money and health. Alright, fair enough. No steel on 7. No magic, actually, on 6. We have a steel shop with a cave. Trinket shop with money and a vortex. Another removal dupe on 5 with money. Impressive. No steel there as well. The magic side has caves and a horde. Pretty good, though. Wow, what the heck? A 4th removal dupe on 4. Jeez, you can remove your deck down to essentially nothing in this run. It would be super easy to formulate an infinite, but maybe you were never shown the pieces. Interesting. Another no steel shop ring 4. So we get double steals early for sure. Yeah, definitely. Stygian banner on 3 with a horde. Stygian banner on the steel side on 2. Umbra banners are not really worth considering here, in my opinion, but we get one on the magic side on 2 as well. So, okay. Token of a Traitor, Commemorative Spike. Token of a Traitor won't be bad. Commemorative Spike will power up early Dante, which is cool, I suppose. I think it is Token of a Traitor, though, if I'm being real with you. I'm intending on creating big Dante floor, so give me Architect. Yeah, alright, cool. Architect, let's go. Great. This means Architect can tank for Dante early, which is great. The trial, this is something I learned last time. Trial is always worth 50%. So it's always worth taking the trial as long as you're not going to die. Good to know. Great work. Cool. Play out the candle. Remember, we do not want to get Trained Stewards killed. Very important. Very important. Trained Steward can just go kill a man upstairs. Great. Wonderful. Just play stuff downstairs. I'm basically just making sure I don't lose a Trained Steward, or I can play a Trained Steward down here. That's cool. Or anything else. How do I approach this? 50-50? Ugh. So I take 3 additional pyre damage for that. You 50-50 the Token of a Traitor, right? Because if you hit in the back, you get the kill. Ugh, alright. Well, we take 6. I could reset this combat and then play the Crystallis and a candle instead, but I think we just accept it. It's fine. I'm not trying... I want to win, right? But the problem is that I also don't want to... it's 12% loss. I don't want to overplay it, right? I'm not going to reset every combat unless I have to. That is a 50-50 gamble that didn't pay out, and that's going to have to be okay. I do really want Antumbra Assault here, just to have something that does damage to an enemy. We'll take it. Flash Freeze would have been better. That's okay. I'll take the Offering Token instead. Fine. Titan Sentry is... normally a card or a unit I would take every time. I could just take Crucible Warden here. It's okay. Why, though? I should take something, maybe? Is Shark just objectively better? He takes an Endless Well. I think Shark is just objectively superior here, so let's grab Shark. Sure. Okay. I didn't accidentally purge a guy, did I? No, I didn't. Great. Let's go left. I'm looking for a Siren for an infusion. Incant Armor 2 in the shop. It's good. Yeah, Siren of the Sea. Great news. We're going to go ahead and do that right away, so that Dante actually does something productive here. Cool. -2 and other things. Quick is excellent. We're putting that into Dante right now. Incant Armor 2 is pretty good here as well. We'll need to be careful, right? Because he has 10 health, which means if I draw poorly on Divinity, he could just die immediately. But otherwise, he gains 3 health per incant, which means on a normal turn with 3 of him, this could be really good, but also really dicey. Very interesting. Alternatively, I can just lead with this 20 health or 25 health, and that's pretty decent, but doesn't really scale well into the end portions of the combat. Kind of an interesting dilemma. I think Divinity is weak enough that we go Incant Armor 2 here. And then I can just put the +25 in the Shark, who can face tank for a while, and that will be pretty decent, I'm pretty sure. Cool. That'll do some decent work. We do have to take everything from this temple. The -2, sure, we'll put it into a Crystallis. I'm going to put up 10 in piercing into the same Crystallis in case we get an X5 on it. And we move on. Remember, our goal is to take pretty much every Pact Shard. We take every trial, no matter what. Okay, now... Penumbra downstairs, Shark downstairs. If I play Dante here and then incant once, he attacks 3 times into spikes. I think he actually kills himself in kind of a bizarre fashion. Great example, I think, of +25 would have been much better here, right? Yeah, because I can't let him die. As strange as this is, we cannot let him pass away. He's kind of important. Remember the permadeath mutator. Remember that. It's important. So he attacks 4 times into spikes. I should not play him here. True. I'm going to put a train steward upstairs so I get the collector. Yeah, we'll blast mid-floor here. Yeah, we can clear bottom floor, it's good. We can blast mid-floor, that's good. I can save some health here. This train steward kills himself, though, so I actually have to kill in middle? Shocking. Alright, fine. Woof. 3 candles, we play those out. Shark is hopefully able to 1v1 this combat. He is. Alright, great work, I guess. It's truly that simple. Just don't play Dante. Thank you, Shark. Very cool. Shark does some heavy lifting. as usual. We get everything, trial, everything, great. Prismal Dust, yes, I'll click it. It might keep my guy alive. They show me an energy siphon. I should take it? Yeah. I mean, obviously, right? Divine Artifact. The only way we take this Divine Artifact is if it's going to help us win this combat in an appreciable way. Divine Firewall lets me ignore the candles, which is nice. Divine Advanced Prototype maybe just 1v1s this battle, though. I think we will take Divine Advanced Prototype here. I think the Train Stewards just crush from this position. We will take an Endless if the game shows it to us, right? So we're going to go look for it, I think. Endless into Shark would be awesome. Okay, no Endless into Shark. That's a bit of a bummer. Fossilized Fangs. Guild Marker, sure. Although Worn Grindstone does start Dante ahead pretty reasonably. Guild Marker probably provides more value overall. Let's look at the cave. We get an X5 if we see it. Bone Dog. Purge. I think it's just a Purge here, right? Yeah, and it's probably just Crucible Extension, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, we'll cut that. Take this, Bone Dog. Have a nice day. Alright, that's fine. No Endless means Shark is a little bit at risk. He could... He seems like he might be important for this run, is kind of my thought process. He's a good tank. I don't want to remove him. 40 gold for a removal. Good grief. Alright, I think we chill. I want to hold out for Shark. He could be great. So let's move on. I don't think we're going to do anything fancy here. The question now is basically, what floor do I play on? Can I pre-relentless or not? It's possible. I think... Oh man, this is going to be jank, I think. But we'll play top. I'm going to drop in Dante. And we put down a Train Steward. I think actually putting down a Train Steward seems pretty good here, right? Don't want to get this Train Steward killed. Yeah, we'll put down this Train Steward. I think the right choice is to Antumbra Assault downstairs. And then we just sack this like that, and that's okay. We get random healing, which is fun. Candle, we put the spell weakness on the boss. All I have to do really at this point is connect that 10 in piercing. There's this. Unfortunately, I did not connect it. Remember, Train Steward is strong, but... Like, remember that Train Steward is strong, but I need to be very careful about not letting them die. I can let them die. It's not actually that critical. It's not the end-all, right? I'm okay with that. I just have to be cautious with them, right? That's the big thing. We incant upstairs. That's pretty good. I could face tank this with a morsel, which will save me 12. I like that. Let's save the Prismal Dust here. It's a decent turn. We have a lot of enemies overlapping down here, unfortunately. We can do some serious heavy lifting up here, though, right? If I put down another Train Steward, I get, what, 60-something damage in, which is pretty powerful. think we play the Train Steward mid-floor. It pushes like 50 damage through, which is very good. I need to try to win down below, but I don't see us as being able to do it. Can Shark 1v1 from this position? No, not a chance, right? So I should have played bottom floor? Because I didn't draw my big blast. This 70 damage does like 140 here, and then Titan Sentry does the rest of this. But I don't want to lose him, is the problem. I win on top floor, no matter. Actually, I win on middle floor, no matter what. So I should have played the Train Stewards on bottom? It's really peculiar. I think we accept this, personally. I don't want to fight too hard for this, right? This just seems... I don't want to fight too hard for it. Yeah, alright, fine. We'll win on middle floor. Yeah, we get it. It's fine. Okay. The Train Stewards do it. I could have played them bottom floor, maybe. I'm like 10% shy on that, I suppose. Ice and Pyre is a really good card. It's also a really good payout for any spell weakness we lean into. Let's click it. Second Shark is a self-infuse. We'll grab that. Card draw? Card draw, yes. We have space coming in the form of Space Prism the Champion. We're going to go left. Yes, we're going to go left. True. Umbra Banner does nothing for me. We skip this. Great. Moving on. Darkforge says Architect 2. Excellent. And then we're going to do an infusion here. Another -2. Sure, why not? Purge. I'll purge a Shade Splitter. Sure. Infusion here is almost certainly just Shark into Shark for the time being. The removals are... How concerned am I about Diligent? Am I concerned at all? How scary is Diligent at Covenant 1? That's a really interesting question. I don't actually know. How dicey is Diligent? Does he have stealth still? Is it a lot of stealth? It's hard to say. I could just like remove... I don't know about that. That's a tough call. What's my dupe here? My dupe is almost certainly Big Crystallis, right? Just make another one of these. It's 15 shards. Yeah, sure. Big Crystallis. Just keep making those. They're not incredible, but they're pretty decent. They pierce. And they give you Pact Shards, which is the most important piece. I'm going to drop the Shade Splitters. We're coming up on... I have to do 3 infusions if I can pull it off. So the Train Stewards are worth 2 of them. Arc of Invasion, you click the trial. Now, so in this case, because of this, unless I have some ridiculous top floor angle, I should play top floor. I don't want to take this damage, but... Okay. Shark. Dante. Candle. Work on mid-floor. Alright. I do think this is correct. Remember, don't get these guys killed. I will ping out here. Our goal is to... What am I trying to say? Our goal is basically to get Dante to the point where he's quick killing everything. Yeah. This should not be too terribly difficult, I think, right? Don't play the Train Stewards. I wonder if not playing the Train Stewards is correct. It's a very strange realization or thought that I'm having, where it's like, is that right? I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. Because the train stewards get in the way of drawing better, but at the same time, the train stewards provide a lot of value in other respects. Kind of, I suppose. It's hard to say, right? Because I'm getting rid of them, which is great, I suppose. That's something, but I wonder if this is fast enough. Hey, wait, it's illegal. Don't die to spikes. Good grief. Good grief, Dante. Alright, he lived. It's fine. We did great. Okay. I should take cards, I think, is where I'm at right now. How scared am I of Diligent? How bad is Diligent? How many cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 7, 11, 13? I mean, that's a lose to Diligent at Covenant 25. Does he have stealth in Covenant 1? I have no idea, actually. Does anyone know? I'm asking this as if Twitch chat is going to answer me. And the truth is, they're not. So, I don't want to take trash. Let's skip this. We'll take Drain. This at least feels like this answers Divinity or something. So, that's nice. Sure. Alright, fine. We'll take the Drain. I want to go to the right here. We're going to continue with the saga of just making more of Big Crystallis, pretty much. It's as good as making more sharks or whatever. So, more Crystallis, please. Our removals are going to be, I guess we're replacing Frozen Lances with Crystallis, pretty much. Which is fine, and we move on. I'm basically farming Pact Shards. Take the trial. Can I play bottom floor? I guess we'll find out. Depends a lot on the upgrade situation. Yeah, we can play bottom here. True, true, true. We go like this. We blow this man up. We clear the floor. It's good. Alright, we get to ping middle. We're playing a whole bunch of stuff. I would like to... bummer. I feel like we're leaking that man, and I don't know how to feel about that. Is that bad? I guess so. Probably. It's probably not good. Let's shoot that floor. Yeah, let's shoot that floor, huh? I need to incamp, but at the same time... Take 5 damage here. Is that dicey? Maybe. Hard to say if that's a problem or not. Well, we take 5, I guess. And that's going to be... Maybe this is why you take Bone Dog? Maybe you should take Bone Dog. This is dicey. Wow. Okay, well, I can't afford to lose my whole floor. Okay. Wow. 165 shard. Okay, alright, well, I guess we'll reset that. Alright, so don't play bottom floor. Got it. We took damage anyway. It wasn't the right call. This is one of those things about these runs where it's like, what can you get away with? Like, is middle better, maybe? I don't know. Let's find out today, I suppose. The unfortunate thing is it does mean that, like, some of our incants and infusions and stuff don't get to really happen, but it's alright. Sure. Blast middle floor a bit. I don't really want these train stewards in the redraws, so we'll put them upstairs and hope we don't lose. Alright, fair enough. Looks like we're making some progress here. We're gonna blast one guy, and then we continue to blast bottom floor. Looks pretty decent if I'm incanting, right? This seems alright. We're gonna blast this guy to the best of our ability. Alright. We get another draw here. It might be good enough. Okay, honestly, great. Only Penumbra dies. So the mid-floor play was correct. Very hard to predict, in my opinion, but we take it, right? We take that. 2-turn boss rush, trial bonus, sure. Void Binding is really good here. We're gonna click it. Unnamed Tome, yeah, this is a good spell. I would also take Crystalline Seeds here. Titan's Tooth, not bad, but Unnamed Tome is good. Again, I'm taking stuff because I'm not sure how Diligent works here, which is a bit dicey. I'm going to go left because I would still take an Endless, right? Could see an Overstack here, potentially. I guess we could go to the Trinket Shop. What would we see? A Founding Seal would be kind of neat, I suppose. I'll look for the Endless. There could... I mean, it's hard to know where the power is here, right? It's not this. We saw another multi-strike. Bummer. Alright, Shark may not be long for this world. I'm going to sack Health here in exchange for... I should have done this in the other order. I normally do at Covenant 25, but I kind of don't care here. Interesting. We take everything. I'm going to plus 30 an Ice Empire. Sure. We're going to 10 and Piercing the Crystallis, I suppose. It's not bad to 10 and Piercing a Ping, or to 10 and Piercing the Ice Empire simply to... I kind of want to make everything free, though, is my goal. If I'm going to play into this Void Binding, we're going to do Train Steward into Train Steward, and at long last, that Train Steward can be removed. Incredible work. I get a guaranteed Steel Shop coming up. Yeah. I think we move on from there. That's fine. The question you have to ask yourself is, do I want to see a magic shop with reductions? I guess I could see a -2 and that would do it as well. Can I survive bottom floor? Absolutely not. I don't think there's a chance I do. Maybe? Maybe. Alright, possibly. Should probably have blown up the top floor thing there, shouldn't I? Hard to say, but yeah, alright, fair. Blow up this floor. Great work. Just gonna keep drawing past stuff. This mid-floor guy is a little bit dicey, but we'll see. I should probably have played that Pyre Shard thing. Yeah, this guy's gonna walk and punch me. Taking this guy's damage is not correct. So, alright. If I had played the Pyrebound spell, it just opens up the Guardian, which means I push 70, and this guy hits me for what? He walks up and hits for 10-8. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Alright, we are not going to play into that. I think it's maybe a mid-floor angle. Whoops, as I almost start a normal run. Continue this. So it's mid-floor angle here, I think. We can't be that aggressive. Do you think people just, like, look at this and go, ah, yes, I know what my draw order will be, and therefore I play middle to maximize score? It just feels weird. I don't know how to... How do you observe this hand and know which floor both wins, takes no damage, and kills the fastest? It just feels... Is there some elite tech that people know about? Am I missing something? Can I, like... Because from this position, knowing what's in my deck, I know I win from top floor. I win the run, or the combat, rather. Mid-floor? Maybe? Maybe. Right? Maybe I get the mid-floor kill. I don't actually know. It's unclear. I probably draw some answers here, but this guy might still walk on me. I'm not sure. So let's go with the Ice Empire. I do think that's right. We're going to go ahead and just incamp middle because it is value. I guess I could have waited, but also it doesn't really matter. Okay, so it's like, great, good. We did this stuff. We're gonna shoot a whole bunch. And like, alright, we drew into the answers, right? Alright, interesting. But so we got that. Now it's just do it again, pretty much. I will play the train steward to get him killed. He can be removed. It's not right to play Void Binding blindly because I take candle damage. True. That's true, yes. Okay, we do take a bunch of damage on middle, but it's okay. We get a guy purged, which is fine. We're gonna put this in front so I actually clear this because it's scary. Alright. We're doing okay, is the way I would describe this. It's not great, but we're doing okay. He's not as strong as I wanted. It's kind of my immediate concern. He's doing okay at best. And that's fine, I suppose. Yeah, it's tough, right? It's tough. Whoa, whoa there, champ. Whoa. Chill out. Okay, that's something. We push numbers a bit. This actually doesn't look that powerful in kind of an annoying way. This doesn't look very strong when you really think about it. I can do the drain situation. We win at the cost of a lot of guys. Am I okay with this? Are you okay with this? I could maybe have saved this train steward by putting him in the back. How important is that train steward? He's pretty important. He's my infusions. Alright, that's unfortunate. Let's save the train steward. I put him down because I was assuming we would be a lot stronger, but we're not. Someone got a 70k score. So, at this point, my next two dupes have to be Dante. I think I can win this, right? And I give up the shark here. I'm actually going to do that, right? I think that that is an acceptable sacrifice here. It's interesting. That is very interesting. We're going to blast this floor out. Do our absolute best. Just hit here. Basically just incant on floor. It's weird because Dante is so much weaker than I'm used to Dante being. Right? We can sacrifice the one train steward. We'll put this guy in the back. Put the other buff in front. Fine. Okay, we're clearing it at least. This is a great example. I must blast the front dude here. You may ask why. The answer is simple. I just need to make sure I don't get swept out and lose my entire floor to these guys. We're doing as much damage as we can reasonably do here, I think. Sure. One hit comes in, it's fine. This guy will have to be Crystallist. There's really no way around it. I must do one middle, I must do one top. We then incant a bunch. Our goal here is to make Dante actually able to win a combat, which is pretty important if I'm being honest with you. Sure. Now, unfortunately, she wasn't upstairs when she got plugged like that, so that's fair, but... Save the health. We shoot the floor. I'm going to siphon the boss here. I kind of could benefit from this void binding, but I'm really diced out by the candles. I think we're going to accept this, right? We've solved. I think we've gotten this to the point where we can win the combat. Now, hey, wait a second. That's illegal. That's illegal. We lose this? Alright. I had to sacrifice the train steward? I don't know about that. That seems bizarre. This is very frustrating. Well, what's the right angle there? What is the right play? I have to sacrifice this train steward? I mean, I will if I need to, right? It's fine, I suppose. It's hard to say. It's really weird. It's very strange. I don't like having to do this. Maybe I should be more aggressive on draining the boss. Is that going to actually do it for me here? I feel like we're not going to redraw this fast enough. It doesn't matter, right? I just don't feel like I'm drawing that fast enough, ever. Then we sacrifice this guy here, I think, and it's okay. Not really sure why I clicked that way. That's just going to cost me health, right? I clicked Void Binding, which is a mistake. Now I have no Ember and I lose this combat? Yeah, of course. Alright, don't do that. I'm changing things, and I think I just need to accept that train steward goes, right? Or I could play top floor. That's a good question. Here's your next question. Is it more worth it to me to get this infusion? It's worth more points, right? The 25 Pact Shards is worth more than playing middle floor here. Okay, that is important piece of intel for me that I think is super relevant, is that I think it's worth more to do this. So let's draw past stuff. We're incanting, it's fine. Okay, click cards, we're gonna make it past. We sack the train steward on a lower floor. We play a train steward on middle. We incant, fine. Alright, that one train steward is gone. Good. We blast top floor in a big way. We're strong. Okay, fine. Alright. The turns, they play themselves, pretty much. There's very little to add to any of this. I guess we'll click that down below, I suppose. Alright. You Shadow Realm one of these guys. We kill the other one of them. We're pretty much just looking for numbers here. Alright, I think this cleans up in a big way, at least, which is good. I continue sapping the boss. I think it's relevant. And I mean, like, I'm pretty confident we just crush this, right? We obviously, like, this combat is over, basically. We just big incant. I'm doing 160 upstairs. Boss has been sapped to a respectable level. Don't have much to add, really. Yeah, alright. I think we easy win this. And we do this because it... Yeah, it saves the train steward. It comes close. Let me tell you what. It comes close to not making it. But it does make it. And I think I'm going to accept that. We lose Shark, which is... You know what? He did his job. He did his job. We're going to click on Spike of the Stygian here because it helps. Do we take card draw here? I mean, really, it's just draw more of these Crystallis and we're chilling, right? Yeah. I think I accept it. I could go left, but I don't think I want to. I think maybe this void binding was a mistake. It's going to be hard to lean into. Let's look at this cave. I'll sack Pyre Health here. Rationing scales. I guess it's money, right? Sure, I'll click it. I guess it's dollar bills. It's not what I wanted, but it's fine. We get the infusion of Train Steward into Train Steward. Great. We get a -2 here. They do show it to me, which is nice. I can go ahead and purge the void binding that I just got, which I think is going to be correct. I really want to click the void binding, but the thing is that I need to be able to play the shards. Or not the shards, the candles. Architect 3, of course. You have to understand, if this were a normal run, I would be happy to just eat the candle hits in exchange for playing, like, void binding every other turn, because this scales your Dante in a huge way. It's big. Now, the dupe here is actually Dante himself. I need more of these guys on the floor, because we're simply too slow right now. So second guy shows up. The removals here, really tough to say. We're running out of cards to sacrifice. I could just lose on Diligent. I actually don't know if we have enough spells, guys. I'm not sure about that. 1, 2, 6, 10, 14, 12, 14 and 16. 16. Is that enough? I'm going to put a -2 into the spike of the Stygian here, actually, I think. I kind of want to put it in the drain in case I run into a spell chain, though. I'm going to do that, I think. Spell chain would be a big play. I have to take this purge. I'm going to purge the void binding, and we chill on that. 280 shards. What do you remove here? I'm just going to remove the Train Steward so I don't draw him. Look, I know he purges, but I'm scared about Diligent. I really don't want to get to Diligent and then just lose. You know? That seems like a bad way to play this game. 16. If I draft everything here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to save that void binding, I think, for Diligent. Alright, I'm going to cut the last Frozen Lands here. Okay. 15 cards. I'm drafting pretty much everything I see from this upcoming spot, right? Pretty much everything. Take the trial. Okay. Are we going to win? I actually don't think we are, if I'm being honest with you. This is such a high power combat. I think I need to play top floor. I'm at 280 shards, for goodness sake here, right? Like, I just don't think we're there. I want to take that candle damage. Should I have taken Ember at some point? Maybe. Maybe. It's entirely likely that I should have done that. I should consider silencing something downstairs. Yes. I'm going to put this Prismal Dust upstairs there. And I think I'm actually going to self-drain here. Give up the Collector. We have enough money here, right? We're blasting. Our goal here is to incant hard. Every incant I can click, I need to click. Every single one. If it can be clicked, it should be clicked. I really should have just clicked that. Okay, hold up. We blast one guy. That's good. We're going to discard past here. Alright, we're taking hits. We're getting to the point where I am taking damage. And it's going to be unavoidable, right? That's the nature of what we're doing. Sure. Alright, well, we are incanting at least. It's good enough for government work. We double Crystallis upstairs because it saves the spikes. I do think we want to energy siphon the boss here. So I think that's accurate. And then this is a pretty decent floor. I put the damage shield in the middle to hopefully prevent us from completely passing away here. We're going to incant a bunch. I'm going to drain the boss. I could have played that Void Binding, which is an option. Okay, I think we get out thanks to this Ice Empire. Incredible news. The Ice Empire does heavy lifting. Good job. Yeah, Penumbra dies, but I don't really care if Penumbra dies. He isn't purged. Okay, that is probably the best we're getting at 280 shards. Now, for better or worse, click everything here. If we see it plus 30 or a 10 in piercing or something, I think the Excavation Eruption might be it. We're going to click it. It's good. Second Unnamed Tome? Sure, man, it's a spell. We're going to click that. Alright, we go to the right. Now, our goal is to assemble... Give me a Founding Seal or something? Good grief. I'm, like, really experiencing a tragedy here. Spell Chain, we got it into the drain. It's actually huge. Another Purge. Good grief. Well, we didn't draft enough units to get the last infusion here. And you know what? That's just gonna have to be okay, right? There, we finally see the Endless at long last. Well, let's re-roll this shop first. Wow, it's bad. Wow, it's rough. I'm gonna click the Rules of Containment because I think I need the help. Is Icicle Fracture worth the money? Maybe. Maybe? The dupe here has to be in Dante. We might actually just be way too overzealous on shards, right? I could make Void Binding double Purge if I'm really worried about it. I'm going to put it in the Excavation Eruption. We're at 320 Pact Shards. What is left to remove here? The Antumbra Assault? How afraid are you of Diligent? Fairly afraid, in fact. Fairly afraid. I wonder if the Icicle Fracture is good enough. Is this going to save me in any appreciable way? I love that they showed me the Endless and the Advanced Prototype now. We had really bad shops here. I went way hard on shards expecting something. I actually think we may have gone way too hard on Pact Shards here. I'm very concerned about living. I think we're playing mid-floor Divinity if we get that far. Assuming we don't lose to Diligent, I also think it's possible that we could win off of Sap here, right? What do I remove? Anything? If I'm really concerned about like optimizing here, I think you do cut the Antumbra Assault. It is the last worst card in my deck. It's true. It's true. I think it gets dropped here and we don't get rid of anything else. And we sit on our money. We have 2 Purges in the deck already, which I'm saving for Divinity, or Diligent rather. I think this is it and we move on. Diligent, don't have stealth, okay? Just don't have stealth, maybe? You don't have stealth, do you? 9. Okay, that's a lot less than I was worried about. I was, like, at 320 shards, I'm looking at this, I'm like, this guy has, like, 15 stealth. No, he has 9. 9 is all 7 turns, and then bottom middle. So we play top here, and I airdrop in 3. Oh, he does benefit again from the vengeful shards that we got added, don't we? Now he does consume my deck, so I need to be careful about this to some extent. Cool. Our plan here is basically Unnamed Tome eats this one. I incant upstairs. We are eating... I should have taken Ember, shouldn't I? It should have been Ember here. I should have identified that this was going to be a problem. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I do think it's critical that I drain the boss. Now, what you could think about here, what is maybe worth considering is leaving in the spell chain copies for future turns here. We're not doing a lot of damage. It might be enough to make it through. Alright, we burn the Space Prism on this turn. We're going to Offering Token past a Candle. I'm going to Ice and Pyre here, which is great. We play out everything else. This next floor is very scary, but I do think the incants are the most important thing I could be doing here. So let's play them. Alright, he comes upstairs. The Purge is a great pickup. Good. We're going to draw past a shard. I pop one fella here. Yes. We're clearing the floor. And I think we rest on the remaining of these. I would like very much to Unnamed Tome this bottom floor, but I think we need to be very cautious about... Yeah, I think we need to be very cautious about specifically what we sacrifice on a given turn, right? Everything here is 0 cost, so what I should do is play these out and then take the Prismal Dust upstairs. And then we Crystallis through this floor. I think if I leave in a spell chain copy, I can sap him down to potentially 0. So let's actually send the Unnamed Tome here. I can burn the Energy Siphon next turn. Okay. And now I'm going to play and leave in this spell chain copy. And we're going to be okay on spells. Now, do we actually win this combat? TBD, brother. TBD. I think the incant is actually just straight up more important than my health here. I need to make sure I don't lose. This is actually a really tough combat. Let me be clear with you. This is diced. Like, I'm a little spiced out by this, huh? Alright, I'm going to play the Void Binding here, offensively, as stupid as it sounds, because it doesn't change anything. And now our plan is drain the boss as low as I can drain him. The Purge is great because that means the Void Binding has been removed, but it did its job. We're going to burn the Offering Token here. We do need to clear top floor. And I'm going to sap the boss because I think it's more important than other things I could be doing. Okay. Do we win this doing, what, like 600 damage a floor? Oh, maybe? Wow, we actually do pull this off in pretty glorious fashion, actually. Alright. Alright, we did it. Okay, it's fine. Yikes. I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, Seraph really is awful at Covenant 1. This Seraph demolishes this line at Covenant 25 so cripplingly. Like, I might have... I wonder. I could have maybe done better there, but that was terrifying. Absolutely horrifying. I think we play middle here if I can get away with it because he's easy to sap to 0. But we just draw really well, actually. So, because we draw really well, we play top floor. Cool. Great news. I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm basically saying to myself, yeah, this is a problem. I'm going to lose. But with the drains here, that's a huge play, right? Cool. That's enough that I can work around it. And we're just going to incant really hard here, as it turns out. Great. I think we will be fine now. I'm drawing into the sap stone situation. Not the, not the stone, you know what I mean. We're just going to incant big here. We drop these. We get a little bit of the spike of the Stygian. I'm going to sit on the unnamed tome for the time being. We should draw back into our drain pretty quickly. Yeah, I wanted to sit on this because of chains, who I really don't want to continue existing like that. Cool. Good. I'm going to draw past, discard the candle. We will play Ice Empire. It's good. I must drain upstairs. I think we kind of do want an unnamed tome middle floor. Yeah, let's do it. And then we double drain upstairs, which will finally get the Divinity to 0. And I think we do enough damage to clear this out. Cool. We should win this now. We blast twice, we Ice Empire, and then we play double candles. And I think we will defeat the Divinity pretty handily from this position. Okay. It's not going to be glorious, but we will get it. Blam. Alright, we got him. Good. Cool. We kill this guy. Then we just go drain, discard one of them, drain, discard the other one of these, and we're doing enough damage that we're clearing these floors. Okay, alright, we win. Great job. Well done, team. It will do. Cool. And then we just continue draining the boss. He will never hit me in Relentless. We actually incant up to 46, incredibly, which is very cool. We're going to draw past this. I am going to blast a guy. I'm going to continue blasting a guy. Great work. Go team. We incant. We're doing enough damage that I think we beat Spike's guy without completely purging our deck here, right? Alright, just one Ice Empire, I think, swings that in a big way. Yeah, alright, cool. I cannot push through these Absolvers, and that will have to be okay. But we clear the rest of this pretty comfortably. No pre-Relentless, but as long as I, play the curses out, we get out of here in decent fashion, right? Alright, cool. This Divinity went clean. Diligent was scary. Pre-Relentlesses are going to be very tough. I don't think we scored very well, but we left a lot of money in. We got a lot of value. I did take these rules of containment, and I think they kind of helped. There were some 3 health guys on Diligent that didn't get to the top floor as a result, and I was worried about Damage Shield Brothers on Divinity, so I took that 170. We'll see how we did. We'll see how we ended up doing. Yeah, 65. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Number 15, I guess it's fine. A lot of people are scoring really well. How did Mr. 75K get through this? What did you do? You actually managed to make the energy siphon line work? Okay, so you gave up on... You found the Endless? I'm jealous. Or you kept him alive until the end? What did I take instead of this Crypt Builder? Huh. They got a pretty relentless on a bunch of stuff because of this, I suppose. So, where am I? I'm 15. What did I do? There was a plus 30. I put it in an ice pyre. So they got this much later on. They set this up. They took the Crypt Builder and they did that. The ice and pyre is more damage, but I guess they would have had to put the 10 piercing in early since we didn't see one late. And I suppose they took Ember, of course. They spent out... The energy siphon is just... Huh. They went to that middle floor, that mid-ring trinket shop, and I guess bought a ton of stuff. Oh man, they found a friggin' major refraction. That's... Dang, they found a major refraction in time to dupe it twice. What in the... How did they play these cards? You could fit one of these Dantes per floor, which is hilarious. They didn't take quick. I guess they must have just lucked into this in a way that I think... And they must have found this double stack very early in kind of a weird direction because they took all the dupes, right? You see, they have 5 copies of Dante, so they took all the dupes because there's 4 dupes, right? So that means they had to have infused him early and gone to every single dupe. So as a result of taking all the dupes, they skipped most of the magic shops. So they had to have gone to a magic shop on what, ring 2? Was it? I guess it had to be ring 2, right? Wow, they 5-turned fell. Wow, all right. 5-turned Talos. That one doesn't surprise me. If you can actually connect the Crypt Builder early, one energy siphon and a Crypt Builder insta kills her at this Covenant level. But I'm very shocked that they... How do you know where to go? Man, this is like galaxy brain in a sense where I often find that I would literally never think of, okay, if I'm going to all 5 dupes or all 4 dupes, then I must go to the Ring 2 magic shop to find the only double stack in my path in order to create a kill line for these other characters. This is like... This would take me, I think, 2 to 3 replays in order to find, right? Like replaying the entire daily challenge multiple times in order to come up with this solution. This is very interesting, and also, man, the combats. This is such a weak floor overall. I mean, really, I'm just impressed they found this major refraction, because at this Pact Shard level, there is simply so much enemy damage coming in and so much enemy health to chew through. If they didn't have this, I don't see how they push through those mid rings, right? The Crucible Warden infusion is not usually that great either, but it's fine here. I think it potentially provides more value than the Siren of the Sea, given that they're just slamming these as essentially shadow sieges, right? They're just using this to clear garbage so that they can assemble a kill, like a kill on spell weakness, right? They just play one of these on every single floor pretty much. Man, finding that major refraction is a huge high roll. I didn't see that. crazy. I would never in a million years have connected that. I don't think. Never. Not a chance. Let's see what some of these 69s did. Buff, what? Okay. Don't really know what's... I don't know how to read that one. Holdover making... Alright. Holdover making of a morsel. It's just get lucky, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not even going to look at that anymore. Just get lucky, I suppose. This was hard. I mean, we played at 320 Pact Shards, which is pretty high, if I'm being honest with you. It maybe is too high. It's interesting because a lot of the people that are scoring higher than me are lower Pact Shards, right? Like the top score is straight up just 255, which is 70 Pact Shards lower. So maybe, like, let me look at this next person. Next person is 225 for, like, this is a great example, I think, of I need to, man, that's tough. I need to plan around playing lower scores, lower Pact Shards. So taking every Pact Shard is a mistake if you want to score highly. You want to get high enough. So, right, you want to get high enough, but you don't want to kill yourself. I think maybe I was taking on simply too much threat, which was preventing me from seeing other lines to victory. I don't understand. Maybe the Icy Silliphite pickup is really just so that you can get that infusion in, right? This doesn't seem that effective. Like, great, you do 7 by 2. Oh, wait, no, they're playing Icy Silliphite for the spell weakness. Whoa, okay. So they're playing this for just some spell weakness to hopefully speed up the kills on Divinity. Oh yeah, this is what you're worried about, right? 48 damage taken to Penitent. Just get absolutely pummeled. I mean, that's it, right? It's so much incoming damage. Just absolute tragic amounts of incoming damage. This guy somehow managed. I mean, his major refraction manages to push out enough numbers to not get completely sandblasted. He plays bottom floor Penitent. That's big. Crazy. Wild. All right, wild. I don't even know what else to add other than to say that this is all over the place. People are all over the place here. It's gonna be tough to make any real predictions here on this one. It's a tough daily, I suppose. It's not as strong as you want it to be. And it's actually interesting. I think on the average, like being real with you, I think Morsel Maker's Infusion is actually probably superior here. It's basically the same, actually. If you run the numbers on things, I think it's pretty close to the same by the end game. But yeah, that's interesting. Well, fair enough. I don't have much else to add. I think that this is a very interesting run to kind of evaluate from this perspective. I think we took too many Pact Shards, which obviously gave us score, but cost us score in other ways. I think we could have leaned into the spell weakness a little more, but I prioritized dupes. And unlike the number one player, I didn't think, I suppose, to go to the very first magic shop after you see the what's it called? The offering, the energy siphon, to find that double stack. Because without double stack, this is slow. The Icy Silliphite is an interesting idea as well. Playing that instead of the shark just to get spell weakness down. Interesting. That's very interesting. Anyway, not much more to add. I'm just thinking about the variations on this and what we could have done. But like, I could have spent more money, right? Gone to a trinket shop and purchased some stuff. I probably should have. But anyway, we'll let it go there. I don't have much else to add. It's a number 15 finish. It's pretty poor, but it is what it is. I think this is a tough one to visualize through on a first playthrough, right? So we'll leave it at that. Anyway, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.